when I first wanted to get into model boats, I went and looked at this. And after much deliberation in the shop, this was the first wooden boat that I bought, and I haven't built it yet. A Revenue cutter, for radio controlled. This one is 75 centimeters long. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a talk over this kit. I'm not planning on building it that soon, but I might start with the hull this year. So I liked the fact that this had, well, it was pretty easy in that it had no sails, no rigging, looked nice enough. There was a lot of stuff on deck, but yet I would save myself a lot on all the work on sailing ships. When I looked inside the box at the shop, I remember being impressed enough to think this would make a really nice radio controlled boat. And it looks quite classic. It's got very interesting deck stuff on it. It was also not a small boat, and a friend of mine then got the Marina, which has a bit more rigging work, but as it turned out, he wrecked the project, and I took it over in the very early stages when there were just frames on the keel. So this ended up being the first boat that I actually built, which was more a restoration of his boat, and gave me well needed planking experience. So this was very interesting to learn about planking on that one, and I'm still learning about planking. And I'll be applying it to this one. So this is single planked. This one is I'm pretty sure it's also single planked, is it? Or maybe it judging by what's here, I'd say it probably is single planked. I remember seeing these in the box at the time. This was many years ago. This is probably close to 20 years ago. Those deck fittings, the little cannon which it has. At the time I was somewhat impressed with this. I hadn't opened this box for many years, and I just recently opened it again, and I saw that this pewter, the pewter pieces that they supply, I don't exactly know what's happened to them, but they've obviously not done well. I don't think they were manufactured well to start with. And I would guess that the pewter had residual stresses in it. See the cracking there on the top as well. So it was a plated, it looks like pewter to me, I could be wrong, but a bad production of these pieces now, which is quite okay. Because I've got a 3D printer now, and I can probably sort of copy the design of these things. This was designed just as a one piece, so you don't have any elevation movement on the gun, and that's really easy enough to just do on the 3D printer. These will be slightly more interesting. Not as simple as those other two pieces, but still not really difficult to. So I'll remake all of them on the 3D printer, and probably talk through that process when that's happening. The rest of the supplied parts look very nice actually. So we've got that. We have got a bag of metal parts. I'll unpack this at some stage. I wasn't intending to do a full coverage of this. I had taken the frames out of their various sheets of plywood, so that at least gives you an idea of the size. This is what sort of 15, 17 centimeters across. It's not a bad size at all compared to the Marina, a bit longer, but I guess quite similar to the Marina. And as you can judge from the contents of the box, not really a whole lot. So the biggest challenge here really is the planking. Getting the frames well and truly square and well mounted, so that they won't shift and bend, well, warp as you're planking. We'll get to that. But I think that'll be a nice project. I have no idea how many people have got this. I haven't looked up online. This was supplied with a CD that at that time, which you could go online. Now keep in mind, this was the internet 20 years ago. I can't remember. Well, I seem to remember there was something online, but there was also some information on that CD. I don't think that's even relevant anymore. I'll go and see if I can find any build of this. Otherwise, this will be the first, I guess. Be quite nice. Comment if you have this kit. Comment if you're interested. Comment if you're keen to see the whole starting to take shape. Cheers.